gentlemen. It's been a wonderful long week and a fairly busy one. Uh, Typical work week. It's been okay here and there, depending on what the situation was for the day. And Fridays are usually my busiest days, call wise. Emails are so it wasn't too bad. Uh, Nothing that couldn't be handled by the usual group. It's just that we're always one man down, and I have to contact my manager to see what's going down with my vacation because it looks like it hasn't been approved yet, and I'm getting kind of miffed that it hasn't been approved as of yet, and I'm hoping that they will approve it soon. Uh, that's the thing with working in call centers. Sometimes the approval takes a little longer than normal, or it's out of range, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to have to go back in and take a look, and I still have a couple of courses that I need to finish off as well for work related. Uh, just spoke with my friend earlier, Steve. He's one of my mentorees that I've dealt with in my younger years. So I actually got him into IT and all that, and now he's part of the incident management team of where he's currently working at. So he's right now looking for another position elsewhere because he's kind of getting tired of where he's located at right now. So he's doing some of his own stuff over there, see what he can do and get to a better position in his life. So I'm happy for him. Uh, I've actually haven't spoken with a colleague of mine that both my friend Steve and I know from our former years working at Pratt and Whitney, which is the engine manufacturing of Bombardier. And when she actually messaged me last week, it was great to hear from her. So it was just catching up and all that. So it was fun speaking with her, and she's kind of drifted off right now. So I'm thinking that she's with her daughter and whatnots and things like that. You know how it is. You have to catch up on life. Um, what worries me nowadays with being online and all that, especially with TikTok, YouTube, and stuff like that. Most people that I find that are looking to reach out are scam artists, literal scam artists, especially ones that are asking for money or doing certain things, saying, "Oh yeah, I promise to do this, I promise to do that," and it's like no, no. I know this is a label that I'd see marked on my ass. Like, no, I'm not going to let this go through. And it's like, uh, I keep running into them. Some of them are truly honest, and some of them are not. Some of them are just like lying through their teeth just so they can get money from people. It's bad enough it happened to me once with a Filipino girl, so it's like once done, twice shy. So it's like, no. There's this one other lady that I do know of that wants to meet up with me, who wants to be kind of my sexual partner, so to speak, which I never really had. But I haven't even met up with her, so I don't even know what she really looks like. Only besides what she has shown me via pictures from her TikTok account. And even then, that's debatable because you can never trust what you see on these websites at all. And it's going to look interesting, to say the least. Um, the one thing I do tend to hesitate quite a bit, especially with people asking for money, which I don't believe in doing anymore, because I did it at one point. It was more or less like an honor system of days gone yore, which did work up to a point. I'll say that. But I mean, depending on who you're with, if it was dear friends, and yeah, they did honor it back to you in regards to it. So if it was dear close friends, it's not so bad. It's ones that you don't know, that you don't trust, and I can say this now: I don't trust anybody out on the net for any amount of money. No matter they say, "Oh yeah, I promise to pay." Oh yeah, but I'm working. Bullshit. You know. So that there, I've learned to actually back off until I actually see them physically, and I'm going to see it with this person here as well. If she truly wants to do things with me, well, let me see you first before we actually do anything. Let's meet up in the general public area and deal with it. because I want to see you first before actually doing anything, or before I commit to anything, because I don't want to end up being the one paying for it, and it's like, what the hell did I do? You know. So things like that. There, we all have to look out for what our needs are, and I've been very vigilant regarding that, and it's been working. It's been working. So most of the stuff that I've seen, where I just block them right out without even second guessing them. Some of them I've seen, it's like I can smell it, and it's like instinct tells me nope, out the door. And some of them think it's BS, that they're not like that, and in fact they are like that, and they just don't want to admit it. So what can you do? You can only do so much, right? Today I'm actually planning to go out. I have to do a little shopping for my mom upstairs. During the week, it's usually hard to find things to cook, because I'm the one who's doing the majority of the cooking, and especially when I'm upstairs, I don't have that much time in between calls, depending on the day and the amount of calls coming in. So sometimes we'll be able to do quite a few things, like to make dinner and all that. It's harder to find things to prepare ahead of time and then have that ready for, let's say dinner tomorrow or dinner for Thursday or whatever the case may be. It's like last night, actually yesterday morning, I had to go out to get some, like, to pay the rent and all that, and make sure I had a little side pocket money for myself. I had to go down to the grocery store, pick up a couple, because we didn't have anything to really eat besides sandwiches, which we would be eating quite a bit of. So we've been going through like bread, this, that, this, so on and so forth. And there's only so much bread and cold cuts you can eat during the day or during mealtime, and it gets quite boring after a while. Even though it's a light meal, which is not much of a problem. I don't mind light meals, but it's just certain things is like sometimes it's nice to have something warm and eat it at the same time while you're working. Things like that. So I ended up making blanket hot dogs on a blanket yesterday through the air fryer, which is not so bad. This afternoon, I'm also going to make some cinnamon rolls, already pre-made. It's just a matter of tossing them into the air fryer. Dealing with that, which is nice, because I know my mom doesn't really doesn't know what to buy anymore for snacks around the house. So cinnamon rolls, which I don't mind doing. The occasional, muffins, which are great. We buy them sometimes in cases of 6, which is not so bad. But it's just to have something different that's made at home. Like cinnamon rolls, things like that, or these little apple turnovers, which are nice to have. I haven't found any of those yet. That's been a while since I've seen it, and I don't think they make it anymore from Pillsbury. So, but the cinnamon rolls, for sure. I might take a look to see if they have any of those apple turnovers. The larger ones, when you can buy like 3 or 4 or 6, and have that as a backup somewhere. So I might take a look at that later or today when I'm there and see what goes down. And I have to do my beard. Jesus H Christ. I'm overdue for another trimming. My beard and mustache. What do you guys think? Do you think I should trim it right off or shave it right off? What do you guys think? Trim it down? Because I'm using basically one of those hair trimmers, like what you see at the barber, the electric trimmers. And I just go down with the first blade that's built into the trimmer itself. So I cut it down that deep, and it takes quite a bit off. It takes a little time to get used to knowing where the line is for the beard, and I don't like having a long beard. I did when I was younger, like I was in my 20s and all that, and basically my beard and mustache would actually curl. That's the word I was looking for. Curl so much. So I just try to I let it grow, and when it gets a little bit too long, I tend to trim it down. just for the fact that I need to take care of it, you know. And I don't mind so often of getting it trimmed, but at least I get that done once every couple of weeks. Um, what else? Done my tires already for from winter to summer. I just have to put that into the garage. It's been a while. It's been since like last week or the week before that I have to get that done. I'm going to do that today when I go out. I have to move my mom's car and park mine in, and then just empty it out from the back of the car. Once I get that, then I'm okay for the summertime. It's just the meaning of finding the time of actually getting it done, you know. And I've also done cutting the grass last week because my mom wanted to get it done, and she's already called in uh, a guy that she knows that actually does gardening and whatnot. It's like a handyman. I took a quick look and I said, well, I'll get it done now. So I done it early in the morning. The only thing I have to do is just go with a weed whacker in the back there to trim some of the edges down and all that, which I'm going to do later on too when I come back. It's been a while since I've used my exterior tools, and one of them happens to be a weed whacker. I love using my Ryobi tools. I've been trying to take time to actually sit down or go out and actually do something with them, like an actual project. And since my father had passed away last year, uh, I couldn't do anything because he started to berate people like crazy when they're at his age, and he was having dementia and all that. And it got really frustrating too for my mom and myself. Now that he's passed away, it's not so bad, but I still would like to do it. But it's the time matter of getting the guts to actually do it, and learning from the mistakes. Because I know automatically part of me is going to jump, wanting to hear my father scream at me. You know, like the natural reactions. You know, so I'm going to try to get that done today, or at least start something that is worthwhile doing. You know, so I'm going to try to do something with that as well. So let me head out and let me get some stuff done here, and I'll be back later on for sure to get some things done. To come back with you guys to make this a fairly long vlog for today for Saturday. You know how it is, the funs of having vlogs, and you got to keep yourself out of trouble. You know, and that there, and I have to continue on with my courses there too to get that done and over with. If I don't get that done, then heads are gonna fly on it. So I better get that done too. So gotta do that. I'll be back. Well, this is actually Sunday today. I was going to try to come back yesterday to continue on with my vlog, but couldn't do it. Ended up bypassing everything else. Bad me. I'll admit that was bad on my part. So I'm going to make this one a two-parter, one for Saturday and one for today. So it's a two-part thing there, even though I have the title as for Saturday. Um, Yesterday I was doing a lot of grocery shopping and all that, and my legs started to act up just because I was doing so much walking in one shot. So that ended up being a bad thing on my case, which I should have paid more attention to. And uh, I was paying the price yesterday afternoon. So today I have a couple of little odds and ends to do outside, which I'm going to have to do, which I need to get done. One of them, I have to actually get my tires put. I've already taken my tires off of my car, so I'm already running on my summer tires. I just have to put the other ones into my garage or into the storage area that we have, and put that away. So that'll be one less thing for me to have in my car. I've been meaning to do that already about 2 weeks ago. It's just never had a chance to move the cars around. So parked my mother's car up on the street, put my car in the driveway. Now I can actually empty it, put my tires in the garage, and empty my car out for that, because that way it's done for until the summertime finishes. Once that is done, um, I'm basically in the clear. And today I have to get some little odds and ends done, like the vacuuming for my mom done upstairs. Some vacuuming down over here that needs to get done. I love my Ryobi vacuum cleaner. This is one of those things I love using. My mother and father, my father at the time when he was still around, always thought that having a battery operated vacuum cleaner was not such a great idea. Well, it is a good idea, especially for light cleaning. And I don't mind switching out batteries because I have about 14 or 16 4 amp hour batteries to use. And for the amount of vacuuming that I had to use, like the first time around, was insane. I was literally going through 3 or 4 batteries for the first shot to get everything cleaned out. Now I'm down to maybe 1 1/4 batteries, if that, to do the vacuuming on the main floor. On the bottom floor, I use maybe not even half the battery. So far, the basement part is not so bad. It's the main floor upstairs because that's where there's a lot of traffic. So I just have to go head out, do something. Just have to head out for a bit, for about 20 or 30 minutes. Come back and then get that done, as well as my usual things for doing my laundry, getting my shower done. Shower, shave, shampoo. Get the laundry done, and also feed my mom and myself at the same time. Uh, Once can get that done, I can actually work up on my courses that I need to finish off for work, which I have to get done today too, because there's a due date that we have to get them done. So while I'm available upstairs, get my work laptop open and start working on it and getting it done. So once I can get that done, which is only 3 other courses, which is not so bad, but it's just a matter of getting the time to doing it. And this is only a yearly thing that comes up once a year, and this is the time where it comes up where I need to get it done. So I have to get that done and out of the way, so things don't get delayed back, because I know sometimes they're very finicky with courses that if you don't get it done by this date, then hell's going to be paid. So I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible, so I have to get that done today, along with the other stuff that I have to get done too. So I'm just heading upstairs for that and doing everything else held at the same time. These days, this last little while since my father has passed, and my mother's relying more and more on me helping her out, which I don't mind. I tend to bite my tongue, and it's like I tend to get angry and all that. And I told my mom, I said, "Look, Mom, I'm not mad at you." I said, "Look, you're already old. You're already 82, 83 years old." I said, This is your retirement age." I said, "Yeah, I tend to get angry." I said, "I'm not angry at you." I said, "You're supposed to enjoy your life." I said, "I'm just getting flustered or angry at the situation. It's not because of you. It's because I can only get so many things done at the same time." And then she's also on top of me, saying, "Oh yeah, don't forget this, don't forget that, don't forget that." And it's like, back off. Don't always try to. And I told her, and I know that because she wants to help out. And I said, "Yeah, we can't. It's because of your joints and all that." And it's like I keep telling her, it's like, "Mom, let me try to get certain things done and emptied out, so that way I can say, okay, here's the next little pile that I have to work up on." And she doesn't understand that as guys work in little boxes. It's like we tend to get a box up. Oh, we got work. Let's get it done. Put that box away. Get another box out. Same thing. It doesn't. It blows the mind that how men and women organize our days or our things is completely different from each other. And it's funny. I have to laugh at it, and I do it in a way that is not demeaning towards women in general or to guys in general. It is what it is. We think we're creatures of habit. Women are very well organized and can probably run loops around us in certain things, which is true. And in other things, guys tend to have little different ways in comparison to the way women do it. And we got to respect it. Hello. You want to say hi to the folks here? Come here. Come on. I have a cat over here, so she's kind of eyeing me here. Hey. I got a long-haired cat here. Her name is Daisy. Hey, come here. Come on. Come here. Oh, here we go. See, this is Daisy. Hey. Hey, Daisy. Say hi to the folks outside in YouTube land. Hey. Now she wants to get snuggled. It's her snuggling time. So, so that's basically about it in regarding to it. So, it's just one of those days that needs to get done and over with. I'm trying to doing the best as I can in getting it done. So, with that doing in its way, we got to do what we got to do, right? And I hope you guys don't mind the new webcam that I have here. It's at least a lot better than it was on the old one. It wasn't to say to the other guys that, look, get a new microphone, get a new microphone. But yeah, the microphone, the ones that I've been using, they're all built into the webcam itself. And I was taking a look under Windows 11. I know there's a way of actually turning it off in one and turning it on in another. Like if you had two different microphones and setting it up so you can use the one that's separate from the other. I just don't have the time doing it, and I'd rather just simply use something like that one time, leave it plugged in, and then work on it. So that's what I had to do with this case. And I bought this one here off of Amazon. It can go up to 4K, which I only have this thing up right now up to 2K, 30 frames a second. I don't need it any higher than that because I'm doing stationary work here with my vlogging. Unless I'm doing something outside, then I have to use my barrel camera, which says up to 720p, which still is a nice little unit. I'm not going to complain about it. So that's with itself something still usable for video work outside. So with this being said, I'm going to let you guys go early here. I'm going to cut this here short for a weekend long vlogging session, and I'll catch you guys next week. Okay, till then.